I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
What's up, guys? This week we are talking about the CF community, and this is a topic that, well, shoot, I feel like every topic is like a good topic, but this topic is really awesome because for so long I was scared to get involved in the community. I was very hesitant, and I think the reason for that being is because every time I would reach out, I would get involved in forums and just start, slowly getting my way into, what people in the community talk about and stuff like that. And life with CF is definitely not easy. And, it's a very isolating disease, and, you can, have your friends and your family, support you, but they don't have CF, they're not living with it. So it's really hard to get, full understanding of what you're going through and what you're thinking, because they're not going through it themselves. So it's a very isolating disease. So there was plenty of times where I felt very isolated. I was, in and out of depression. And every time I would go on CF forums, it would just be, it scared me because, people post and stuff like that when they need help or when they're struggling. And I would read the comments where people losing their battles with CF and, them getting sick and stuff like that. And it was very discouraging, not discouraging, but it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to hear all these people going through these struggles. And I didn't want to put myself out there, make relationships and stuff like that. And, because when you have a relationship with someone, you're carrying those burdens of those people. So it's so hard to carry somebody else's burdens as well, especially having CF. But, so every time I would reach out to someone, or, just get my foot in the door, I was very timid because I didn't want to have to go through that heartbreak, especially with someone I had a relationship with. So it was very, very, very scary when I was younger. And the past year or so, I've been really trying to get involved in the CF community because, the things that I've gone through, it was really hard to go through myself. And, I just felt a need to share my story and reach out to people in hopes of helping them, get past that next hurdle, and just keep positive, because your body is so tied around your mental state of mind. I believe your mind is just such a powerful tool, and we don't use it to our potential. When your mind gives up, your body's going to give up. I don't care what anybody else says. You have a positive mental attitude, and that's what my tattoo is, if you can see that. It's a plus sign. But anyways, it means positive mental attitude. It's always staying positive, because in the worst situations, there's always a positive. Me having CF, I can look at that negative, and I can let that pull me down, but, I can look at the positives. I have a roof over my head, I have food on the table, I have a family that loves me, I have a car that I can get to work, I have money that I can put gas, I have money to put in the bank, and to buy food. I have an amazing girlfriend, an amazing family, they're all healthy, and her family's all healthy, I have amazing friends. I mean, when you look at the positives and compare them to the negatives, my life is amazing. So that's why I stayed away, because I was focusing on the negative. I was focusing, what if I lose somebody? Okay, but what if you help somebody out, What if you help them do something, inspire them to do something they love? that's completely worth the heartbreak, the chances of heartbreak, getting invested into someone. But, so this past year I've been getting involved in the community, like I said. First thing I did was start an Instagram just to share my story. I wanted to, reach out to people, and, I had such a great, support. As soon as I started it, I had, one picture, and people were, messaging me, just telling me to stay strong and stuff like that, and I didn't expect that at all. So that's just really awesome. The CF community has showed me that they are just an amazing support system of people who are going through the same thing as you. And they know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. Everybody who has CF to a degree knows what you're going through, mentally, physically, and we all need each other. And a little while ago, let's say a decade or two ago, I don't know when this started taking place, but I was in the same room as people with CF in the hospital, and they didn't see any problem with that. So it was very easy to socialize with people with CF. But nowadays, as everybody knows, it's very hard to reach people, in a physical space, because we're not allowed, 6 feet from each other, and even that is pushing it. But technology has advanced, and it's an amazing, amazing tool. With all this technology, we are able to reach hundreds of people that, before we wouldn't have a chance reaching them because we can't be in the same room with them. It's harder. The CF community is a different community because we can't be in the physical same place, most of the time. I mean, yes, you can be in the physical same place, but a lot of people don't want to chance that. It's a community based off of, I don't even know how to explain this. It's, usually communities are people who, they can get hugs from people, they can physically be there for each other. But with CF, you can't physically be there for anyone. So it's all over technology and over the internet and stuff like that. So it's a very different community, but I feel like it's one of the strongest communities. So technology has advanced to where we can, feel like we are an actual community and feel like we are, in the same room as each other. BreatheCon, which Chad mentioned, the first CF adult conference, which is so awesome. It's, a place on the internet that we can all get together and talk about CF related topics. So, I really look forward to, future advancements in technology to really bring the community together and even more. And I want to thank all of you who, support us on this channel, support me with what, I'm doing in the CF community. And, I couldn't do it without you guys. If I, reached out, in that very beginning on the Instagram, if I reached out and I didn't get, any feedback, I don't think I'd be here. I wouldn't be here. I would feel like I'm wasting my time. But with you guys' support, I am where I am, and just thank you for that, But I think that about wraps it up for CF community. So let me know what you guys think. I really would like to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, post it in the comments below and I will answer them next week. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for checking us out this week, and next week we are doing a day in the life of, which is my favorite week of Staying Salty's channel. I think it's really fun. It gives people a glimpse into a person's life with CF, and it's just really nice. Like, you can actually see what they're going through and what they do day to day. It's like, man, like, I am not the only one like having to take pills like all day every day and do my nebs 2-3 times a day. Like, I'm not the only one that struggles with that. So I think that's really fun, and I look forward to next week. And yeah. Alright guys, well, enjoy the rest of this week and have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. See ya.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.